extremely special event. My name is Pooja Ruparal and I'm going to be your host for the evening. And I'm so happy to be here at this event that celebrates others with this never give up spirit, brought to you by the very benevolent and the very foresighted TTB, the Tribal Box. Everybody make some noise. And this is their very first extremely curated special event called the TTB OFFLINE. And we're so happy that all of you could join us today for this special celebration of talent, hustle, and passion. And that is what the Tribal Box is all about. Celebrating the journey, the hustle, the drive, the passion, the reason that brought you to this point and made you wake up in the morning every damn day doing it all over again for the same old reason, your love for it and nothing more. And so, this all would really not be possible without a visionary woman at the helm of it. Margaret Thatcher used to say, if you want something said, tell a man. If you want something done, tell a woman. And the visionary founder of TTB, the Tribal Box, is the one and only powerhouse, the boss woman behind it all, that I would love to talk to and invite on stage now, Ms. Sanghamitra Khatu. Everybody put your hands together for the one and only boss woman, the lady that has brought us all here to share our talent. Welcome, Sanghamitra.
Thank you so much, Pooja. It was nice.
So what made you do this very nice thing for us?
So if you look at the journey that we've come so far, we started Tribal Box in 2018. It's been 5 years now. And we've covered around more than 500 stories of a lot of people. And we intend to do a lot more. Now, if you look at the decision of starting Tribal Box, it was a difficult one because it meant giving up a job where I was doing decently well and giving up a stable financial stability, giving up financial freedom, and then putting in your entire jama punji of your life into starting a organization. And it wasn't easy because we are a non-funded bootleg organization and we're small and we intend to grow big and we have big dreams, but it's not been very easy. Consider the fact that there was COVID in between, so 3 years was almost negligent and still we kept going. And we're still here standing. We've survived that period and hopefully henceforth we will grow. Having said that, the seed of Tribal Box happened when I was working with GC Channels, which was in the start of my career. And we used to do a lot of talent reality shows on the channel. The irony was you had the best musicians from the best gharanas across the country, and yet on the channel they're singing covers of other musicians, and we still needed to clock in a big celebrity. So the whole thing was all about TRP. You know, the talent was not important. The person was, of course, because we used to sell people. And pura game TRP ka tha. And that's when I realized कि हम ये क्यों करते हैं? Why is it like that? You know, we have great talent in our country. Why can't they create their own music? Why do they need to compete with each other? ज़रूरत क्या है इस चीज़ की? And तब से एक दिमाग में कीड़ा था कि कुछ शुरू करना है, give it a platform. And अगर आप सोचे तो you look at Duti Chand, you know, when she won the Olympics, each brand wanted to tap with her. Everybody wanted to showcase her story. But what about the days when she was running without shoes? कोई नहीं था, कोई उसको कवर करने की किसी ने सोची भी नहीं. She has potential. कोई सोचा भी नहीं इस बारे में. So that's where we said, okay, at Tribal Box, we'll make a platform accessible to everybody. Everybody is an equal on our platform. So wherever you come from, we are here to tell your story when you're running without shoes. And that was the space from where we started. We started telling a lot of stories. A lot of people that we've covered, say, 4 years back, 3 years back, are big today. And we're very, very proud about the fact that they're big today. And it's really beautiful. This journey has been very, very beautiful. though daunting at times. But yeah. So now the other dream that we had was to create a very physical stage, because everybody needs to be on stage, everybody needs to be on the limelight, and we wanted to put people there and put their stories out there. So this is the first stage event that we are ever doing in our lives. It's taken us 5 years to do it. But yeah, this is the first. And with TTB Offline, we've just started, and we intend to go bigger, better with every coming event that we do. And this is just the beginning, and we're here to stay. Thank you very much.
Wow, 5 years, people, of having a dream and having the passion to follow. This is excellent. I'm so happy to be part of this visionary event. And now we have an AV that's going to show you visually the journey that TTB has taken over the last 5 years, and we really hope to celebrate it. With them, everybody, please enjoy this short visual presentation.
I'm living right here and now, and I don't wanna miss out. This is what life's all about. The world is calling and I'm listening so clearly. Life is but a dream, and isn't it amazing? I'll fly soaring ever higher. I can light my inner fire, and then we'll see what happens now. What happens now? Watch what happens now. What happens now?
Wow, isn't that incredible? My goodness. Now, without further ado, we're going to introduce you to the superstars who are going to regale us with their talent this evening. And the lineup is the Melody Queen singer-songwriter Meera. Please come up on stage. Everyone give Meera a hand. Our spiritual rapper, Sairaj Mithari. He's going to teach us pop songs from 500 years ago, written by the one and only Kabir. The legendary Bela Bahar musician Naveen Gandharv and his troupe. Comedy queen Surbhi Vanzara. The funniest momster in town, Purnima Toprani, everybody. And up next, we have sports entrepreneur extraordinaire Mikhail Vaswani, everybody. And the cutest we have saved for the last, the maverick with the super sensors, who's only 14, people. Can you believe that? Bani Devsani. And this is our Super 7 for this evening, everybody. Please take your seats and enjoy the show. I am so honored to welcome the very talented Naveen Gandharv, who used to be a tabla soloist, but is now the founder of Anuraj, a classical band with Devanand Gandharv on the keyboard and Azhar Ahmad, who is playing the tabla. What is really special about Naveen ji is that he comes from a gharana where his father actually invented an instrument called the Bela Bahar. I don't want to let too much of his hustle and his passion story out, but it's so touching. Please put your hands together to welcome onto stage Naveen ji. Naveen ji, please join us.
Thank you.
Namaste, Naveen ji.
Namaste.
We're so happy to have you with us today. Please tell us about your passion, your hustle, and makes you do it every day.
आप सबको नमस्कार. मेरा ऐसा विश्वास है कि ये इतनी बड़ी दुनिया है और इतनी बड़ी दुनिया में मुझे बेला बहार के लिए ईश्वर ने चुना है. तो मैं ये समझता हूँ कि इसको मैं अपनी पूरी मेहनत से किसी भी सिचुएशन को फेस करते हुए मुझे ये जो मेरा कर्तव्य मुझे दिया है ईश्वर ने, जिम्मेदारी दी है, उसको मैं निभाऊं और इसमें जितनी भी तकलीफ़ें आएंगी उसको मैंने बहुत सहा है और सहता रहूँगा. और मेरा ये मानना है कि मेरा संगीत से प्यार है, तबले से प्यार है, तो मैं इसको हर सिचुएशन में मैं इसको कायम रखूँगा, चाहे मेरी सिचुएशन अच्छी है या बुरी है, पैसे हैं या नहीं है, पर मेरा जो ये म्यूज़िक के लिए कमिटमेंट है, ये जब तक मुझे शक्ति है तब तक मैं इसको कायम रखूँगा, और जब शक्ति नहीं रहेगी तो मैं लोगों को सिखाऊंगा और ये बेलाभार को हमेशा ताउम्र मतलब जिंदा रखूंगा, और मेरे बाद भी ये जिंदा रहे, इसीलिए मैं आज यहाँ पर हूँ।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है. It's so lovely to see the ram and sham of classical music. Come on, people. Without further ado, put your hands together for the lovely performers who are going to do a great classical set for us. Naveen ji along with his band of Devanand Gandharv and Azhar Ahmad. Everybody, thank you. Thank you, Naveen ji.
One, two, three, four. Dati da gena dati da gena dati da gena da gena dati da gena da gena tina gena da dati da gena tina gena da dati da gena tina gena da jeke tin ta gena ta jeke da ja gena da gena da gena da ja da gena da ja da gena da ja da ja da gena da ja da gena इसमें आप जुगलबंदी देखेंगे, सवाल जवाब। दा दिन दा दादी दा दिन दा दादी दा दिन देना दा दिन देना दा दिन देना। दा दा दादी दा दा दादी दा दा दादी दा दादी दा कत दा दादी दा कत दा दादी। कदक देते दा कदक देते दा कदक देते दा। दा दिंगड़ दा तरके तरके दिंगड़ तरके दा तरके दा तरके तरके दा तरके दा तरके तरके दा तरके दा तरके। दरगिड़ दा दान दान दा दरगिड़ दा। तगड़ दिन तगड़ तगड़ दिन तगड़ तगड़ दिन तगड़ दा दा दा। दागिन दर्जगन दर्जगदिन अगना दा दिंगड़ दा तरके तरके दिंगड़ दर्जगदिन अगना दर्जगदिन अगना।
Up next, we have for you a bona fide child prodigy. I know, put your hands together for the maverick with super sensors, the one, the only Bani Devsani. Isn't she adorable?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hi, I'm Vani. वैसे मैंने आप सबके माइंड्स पढ़ लिए, अब सोच रहे हो ना खाना कब मिलेगा. Just kidding, don't take it seriously. Even mentalists don't have it that easy. जब मैंने थर्ड आई चक्रा का मेडिटेशन शुरू किया था तब मैं सिर्फ 12 साल की थी एंड बिलीव मी मैं सुहानी शाह की बहुत बड़ी फ़ैन हूँ एंड आई कांट बिलीव कि मतलब स्टडीज़ मैनेज करना एंड एट द सेम टाइम प्रैक्टिस करना इवेंट्स करना एंड लाइक इसमें एक सक्सेसफुल करियर बनाना इज़ नॉट दैट ईजी. मैं TTB ऑफलाइन से इसीलिए कनेक्ट कर पाती हूँ क्योंकि ये मेरे पैशन को समझते हैं एंड मेरे स्किल्स को एक प्लेटफॉर्म देते हैं. एंड आई वांट टू इंस्पायर एवरी सिंगल गर्ल हु थिंक्स कि यार ये कैसे होगा, ये कितना हार्ड है. टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ, फॉलो योर हार्ट हसल फॉर योर ड्रीम्स एंड यू विल सी द मैजिक. तो शुरू करें थोड़ा सा मैजिक. मैम आई नीड योर फेवर. Can you please just blindfold me?
Anything for you, Bani.
Thank you. And my mom is an astrologer and she's the one who trained me for doing all this and I'm here just because of her. So please applause for my mom. Thank you.
Wow. Now, this is the most thorough blindfold, everybody, that I've ever seen. Yeah, there's 3 steps to it. Bani's mom just taught me. So you're going to first cover your eyes with these.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm going to tie this tightly around them and then cover it with this other one.
Yes.
Oh my God. If there was anyone properly blindfolded, it is Bani Devsani today, people. Is this okay?
Yes.
All right. Fine?
Yes.
And now, since that is not enough, we're going to blindfold her again.
Hello.
The superstar with the super blindfolds, trained by her mommy and blessed by God. Thank you so much, Bani. We cannot wait to see your non-magic, actually spiritual, actually enlightened and practiced work. What would you like me to do?
Okay, can you bring me somebody and I'll guess their dress code?
Okay, just anybody.
Anybody.
And you'll guess what they're wearing with your eyes blindfolded thrice over. Oh, good Lord. I'm coming back to you, Bani. Do you want them to stand to your right or left or something?
Anywhere.
Anywhere? Okay. The person is standing to your left.
Can you give me a hand?
Wow.
You are wearing a kurti, which is in gold and has white zigzags on it. And you are wearing, can I say white dhoti or like pajamas? Yes. And sir, you are Naveen, sir. I just loved your performance.
Unbelievable. Adbud. 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 इसे कहते हैं अद्भुत. Thank you. My God. For your second demonstration, Bani, how can I help you?
Can you bring me a currency, any currency, international or domestic? Doesn't matter.
A note of any currency, international or domestic. Our lovely producer has prepared for this moment. And what would you like me to do with this note? Place it in your hand? Yes. All right, Bunny.
Okay. It's a green note of 500 rupees. And now, wait. And now I'm going to repeat the serial number and I want you to check it.
What? You are going to repeat the serial number of a note I just gave you that came out from his pocket without ever having seen it before? Oh my God.
Never. Okay, fine. The serial number is 4WR
Yeah, okay.
212286.
That is insane. Thank you. Oh my God, someone take a close up of this, please. This actually is 4WR. Yes, would you like to? Did you get this? Because it's insane. Like actually not insane, it's very sane. It's ultra sane. Yes, that's what it actually is. That's why it appears insane. Like this is what mind training can lead to, huh? Unbelievable. Okay, Bani, we have something totally fresh for you now. Yeah, there's something on this screen. I'm not even going to mention anything about it. You have to guess with a phone that doesn't even have anything on it like a note or, it has nothing but a flat screen. So please tell us what it is that you cannot see.
Okay. You have opened an Instagram account of the tribal box.
Oh my God! And tell us more. What do you not see on this? How many followers, posts, something?
Okay. As it's a small number, I can say the following. It's a 2-digit number. Can I get the phone in my hand?
Definitely. Here you go.
Okay, I'm not even touching it. Yes, it's 37. The following is 37. The followers is 15K. And the number of posts is 1248.
Can you just turn that to the camera? I swear to God, this is, it's unreal. She had no idea what we were going to show. Can we try this with something else? Okay, we have to do this one more time just for so people don't think we're plugging the tribal box, but we deserve to plug the tribal box because it's bringing such extraordinary stuff to you people. You should be plugging the tribal box and I know you weren't. Hold on, genius. We're going to try to make it tougher for you and I know we'll fail because you're a genius. All right, can you please tell us what this card is?
Okay. It's a prepaid debit card of the bank SBI. And can I say the name?
Yes.
The name is Divij Shah.
Yes. and the number.
No.
No? Okay.
I can say something there's a woman who's jumping holding a handful of bags in her hand and she's like, whoa.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. And for people who think that, it's raised or something, it's really not. It's the flattest card ever. And it actually is exactly what she said. I'm just losing my senses right now. I cannot believe this is happening. Oh my God. This is the most insane thing. Prodigious. Thank you so much, people. This is literally the most amazing thing that I have seen in a very long time. For the amount that word is overused and misused, this is what awesome means. This is what is truly, truly amazing. Thank you, Bani. One last thing. The producer has asked for you to predict the time.
The time? Okay. Can you give me your hand?
My hand.
No, the producers.
Oh, Sangamitra, come, give her your hand. Okay, we have a normal watch now, and she has it in her hand, and this is her hand.
Maybe both of the needles are in the same position.
Yes.
Yes. And of course, it's in silver.
Yes.
And there are. Yes. Okay. Maybe the brand is AX, something like that inside that. AX? Yes! Really?
Oh. Is written on that.
Okay.
Tile is flat. Oh my god, this is insane. This is like really mind-blowing.
Thank you.
Like, so blown. Oh my god. Wow, why do you even go to examination hall? Just like rub the paper at home and say,
No, no.
"This is the answer, that was the question. Matlab ho gaya. We're sorted in life. My god.
It's just easy to say.
Please get your blindfolds off.
Yes.
So that we can put them on and pretend to go through life. Because we can't see with our eyes what you can see with your eyes closed. Like, 1 second, I'll open it for you, darling. There you go. Everybody, Bonnie, Dev, Sani, put your hands together.
Okay, as you have been a very good audience, so you can do a favor for me. You can follow me on my Instagram account, me.bani, that is me.bani, and you will get to check amazing things out there. So do follow me. Thank you so much.
Up next, we have a rapper with a difference because he's inspired by the OG rapper of all time, Kabir. And that's what forms the essence and the heart of his lyrics. Everyone put your hands together for Sairaj, the one with a gorgeous smile.
हेलो एवरीवन। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू टू द ट्रैवल बॉक्स। आपकी नज़रों ने समझा सपोर्ट के काबिल मुझे। मेरा नाम सायराज बाबू मेथारी है, मेरा स्टेज नेम चोजन वन है। जब मैं 13 साल का था तो मुझे बी बॉइंग के बारे में पता चला। तो बी बॉइंग इज़ वन ऑफ द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ हिप हॉप। तो फिर 13 साल की उम्र में मैं हिप हॉप से इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ, ठीक है। फिर जब मैं कॉलेज में था तो मेरे एक दोस्त ने मुझे बताया एमिनेम के बारे में। जब मैंने एमिनेम की कहानी सुनी और उसके गानों को सुना तो मुझे बहुत इंस्पिरेशन मिला और मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मेरे पास भी बहुत सारी स्टोरीज है बताने के लिए। और मैंने रैप को चूज़ किया और रैप का जो रिदम है कहीं ना कहीं मेरे जहन में था, क्योंकि हम लोग जो ब्रेकर्स होते हैं वो हम लोग रैप म्यूज़िक पे प्रैक्टिस करते हैं मोस्टली। तो वो जहन में मेरे था, जिसकी वजह से मुझे जब मैं रैप लिखने बैठा तो वो आ रहा था। और जब मैं रैप करना शुरू कर दिया तो म्यूज़िक वीडियोज़ के लिए, रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए पैसे नहीं हुआ करते थे। तो मैं जॉब करता था उस वक्त में, अभी भी करता हूँ जॉब। तो जो भी पैसे आते हैं उसको मैं अपने म्यूज़िक में लगाता हूँ। और जो म्यूज़िक वीडियोस होते हैं मेरे, वो एकदम प्रोफेशनल नहीं होते, लेकिन जो भी मेरे सर्कल में हैं, जो लोग थोड़ा वीडियोग्राफी जानते हैं, एडिटिंग जानते हैं, मैंने उनका सपोर्ट लिया। मेरे फ्रेंड ने, पोगो ने मुझ पर बिलीव किया। और मैं कैफ़े में भी काम करता था जिसका नाम है बॉम्बे टू बार्सिलोना। इट्स रन बाय स्ट्रीट बॉयज़ एंड गर्ल्स। वहाँ पर मैं बरिस्ता था। तो वहाँ के जो ओनर है अमीन भाई और बाकी सब्या दीदी जो भी है वहाँ पे जो काम करते हैं, उन्होंने मुझे इतना प्यार दिया। और वो लोग है ना, जब भी क्लाइंट्स आता था मैं उनके सामने परफॉर्म करता था, मैं रैप करता था। मैंने कैफ़े शॉप पे सॉन्ग लिखा था और वो मैं परफॉर्म करता था उनके सामने। तो ऐसे करते करते मेरा जो परफॉर्मेंस स्किल्स है वो बेहतर होते गया। और मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मुझे रैप को छोड़ना नहीं, क्योंकि मेरे अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो मुझे बोलनी है। फिर ये मेरा सेकेंडरी थॉट होता है कि कितने लोग सुनेंगे, कितने लोग नहीं सुनेंगे, ये सब सेकेंडरी होता है। लेकिन फर्स्ट मेरा ये होता है कि ये चीज़ जो अंदर है ना, उसको बाहर निकालनी है, ऐसा। द फर्स्ट सॉन्ग। तो ये रैप में जब मैं ऐसे करूँ तो आपको सांस लेना है, और जब मैं ऐसे करूँ तो आपको सांस बाहर छोड़ना है। फर्स्ट ट्रैक, सांस।
जो तिल माही तेल है, जो चकमक में आग, तेरा साहिब तुझ में है। जाग सके तो जाग, तो लेकर देखो सांस, करो एहसास अभी यारो सभी। जब अंदर जाती सांस जिंदगी पास लगे या बाहर कहीं, तो लेकर देखो सांस, करो एहसास अभी यारो सभी। जब अंदर जाती सांस जिंदगी पास लगे या बाहर कहीं, तो लेकर देखो सांस, तो लेकर देखो सांस। जो तिल माही तेल है जो चकमक में आग, तेरा साहिब तुझ में है, जाग सके तो जाग। क्या कोई इसका रंग रूप है, क्या इससे कोई सुख दुख, क्या पूछा कभी इसने तुमसे क्या धर्म जात, कौन से देश से है कोई ऐसा महारथी जो शरीर बिना इसके चला सके और टुकड़ों में चाट कर इसे बांट सके, इसे मार सके, इसे कैद पिंजरे में रख सके। इस पर ना तुम्हें लालच न नफरत, इससे जुड़कर शांति से हरकत देख तुझ में वो मिलता किससे, किससे करता मुलाकात है, क्या वही बेटा तेरा साब है, रोशनी छुपा जैसे आग में, हाँ वही बेटा तेरा साब है, हाँ वही बेटा तेरा साब है, हाँ वही बेटा तेरा साब है। तो लेकर देखो सांस, करो एहसास अभी यारो सभी, जब अंदर जाती सांस मालिक पास लगे या बाहर कहीं। तो लेकर देखो सांस, करो एहसास अभी यारो सभी, जब अंदर जाती सांस मालिक पास लगे या बाहर कहीं। तो लेकर देखो सांस, लेकर देखो सांस, तो लेकर देखो सांस। होने से पहले तो खत्म, जाग सके तो जाग, मालिक तेरा दिख तो खुद में, बाहर मत तो भाग। होने से पहले तो खत्म, जाग सके तो जाग, मालिक तेरा दिख तो खुद में, बाहर मत तो भाग। जाग सके तो जाग सुन, जाग सके तो जाग मुसाफिर, जाग सके तो जाग बैठ, जाग सके तो जाग देख।
That's it. And the second track is about अनहद, boundless. और हम लोग वो करेंगे जो खुदा ने हमें चुना है करने के लिए। That's it. तो सुनते हैं अनहद को। Cheer.
इच्छाएं मन की ऐसी जाल, पूरा करो जितना बढ़ जाए, अलादीन का जिन्न कितना दे, अधूरापन मन ही चाहे। इच्छाएं मन की ऐसी जाल, पूरा करो जितना बढ़ जाए, अलादीन का जिन्न कितना दे, अधूरापन मन ही चाहे। बेचैन मन का ही ये लक्षण, नहीं होता फोन बंद कुशन, और खालीपन लगे जैसे जंग, खुद का ही मन करे नाक में दम। अनहद का बाजा तेरा अपना होश, सुनेगा कैसे जब तू इतना ठोस, नाचेगा वैसे जैसे नाचे हालात, खुशी को पाने लेगा भार की भोग। जो है इस पल पर कब देगा चल, सहारे इसके कुछ से कपट चल, जो है इस पल पर कब देगा चल, सहारे इसके कुछ से कपट चल। मुसाफिर ढूंढे बेसब्री से सबूरी, वो भटके बार पर ना वो घटकी ले फेरी, जब आ सकती रिश्ते होश करे चोरी, फिर दुख या मगरूरी और साहिब से दूरी। गांजा शराब और नशीले पदार्थों का नशा जैसे सूर्यास्त, प्रेम रस न चक्का तो ये भवसागर कर देगी जीवन का नाश। काया नगरी में न पहुंचा तो काशी, मन द्वारका में पलटा ना कपट की बाजी, इकट्ठे करते फिरता ज्ञान किताबी, महरम नहीं हाल इससे काय का काजी। अनहद का बाजा तेरा अपना होश, सुनेगा कैसे जब तू इतना ठोस, नाचेगा वैसे जैसे नाचे हालात, खुशी को पाने लेगा भार के भोग। जो है इस पल पर कब देगा चल, सहारे इसके कुछ से कपट चल, तेरा अपना होश अनहद का बाजा अंदर तेरे बज रहा है साधो, तेरा अपना होश अनहद का बाजा अंदर तेरे बज रहा है साधो, तेरा अपना होश अनहद का बाजा तुझको पुकारे अंदर तेरे निशब्द जाप सुकून, जिसको तू सुन के सर पे जुनून और दिल में कसक सब बोझ हटे, शून्य शिखर पर बैठे। तेरा अपना होश अनहद का बाजा अंदर तेरे बज रहा है साधो, तेरा दन दौलत अनहद का बाजा अंदर तेरे रखा हुआ साधो, तेरा मंदिर मस्जिद अनहद का बाजा अंदर तेरे बना हुआ साधो, तेरा बांग और शराब अनहद का बाजा अंदर तेरे बह रहा है साधो। तक 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 तकीट 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 तक धीमी तक धीमी था।
And the last track is about कबीर को सुनना क्यों है, इसके अराउंड है। Let's play the track.
कबीर को सुनना इसलिए जरूरी है क्योंकि मन नाच झूम कबीर की धुन, गंभीर से सुन उतार अपने जीवन में कबीर की धुन, मंदिर मस्जिद में ना उसको ढूंढ, वो तो है पानी का बूंद जो गया विशाल सा घर में गुल, कण कण में सुन उसकी गूंज, ओवानी ऐसी मूल के लिए सुंदर तू फूल, अभिमान मिट जाए जब कुदरत उड़ाए तुझे जैसे धूल, काटे कलेजे को बेफिजूल, चिंता मनुष्य की ऐसी भूल, मन में मची लालच की चूल, फिर करे मजदूरी और मजबूरी भी करे बिना रफ्तार धीमी, भूल चुके चदरिया जीनी, हिंदू तुर्क बिचाए अपनी चारा, लड़ मरे आपस में बिचारा, निकाले जो मन से खारा, लगे उसे सब कुछ प्यारा, सुख की छाया पाने ईश्वर से मांगे अमीरी ला दो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे 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 कबीरा, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे 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 कबीरा। जो मुराना बन तंबूरे का, ना कर घमंड तरकीब का, जीवन तेरा तवील हाँ निभा रहा एक भूमिका इस खेल का, नसीब तेरा तूने लिखा जब बैठ चला रहमत की सहलाब में। कौन है वो जो सबसे बुरा, धीरे धीरे रे क्यों मना, दिखे अंधेरा क्यों गना, सच पर से पर्दा हटा दो। कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहे 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 कबीरा।
एंड में मैं यही बोलना चाहूंगा, हंसते रहो गाते रहो ताल पे जिंदगी के नाचते रहो, खुद से खुद का रिश्ता मजबूत बनाते रहो, खुद के और दूसरों के बीच के फर्क को दिल में मिटाते रहो, खुद के और कुदरत के बीच के फर्क को दिल में मिटाते रहो, साथ मिलकर हंस सके नाच सके गा सके, एक दूसरे के सुख दुख में काम आ सके, ऐसे मौके बनाते रहो, जियो और जीने दो। थैंक यू सो मच।
Wow, wasn't that foot tapping as well as inspirational? Now that's how I like my dohas. Everybody, once again for Sairaj. Up next, we have for you the inimitable, the gorgeous balancing act between motherhood, badminton, degrees, and laughter, the one and only Purnima Datta Toprani. People, put your hands together.
Hi, I'm Purnima Datta Toprani and I'm a stand-up comedian. I started doing stand-up comedy in my midlife and that has come with a fair bit of challenges. It's not been an easy ride. I fumbled and bumbled my way through. I have spent 4 hours on the road just to reach an open mic, which was just for 4 minutes. And that's how I started. I started trying out my humor with 4 minutes and gradually grew to doing 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour. And now I'm doing solo 1-hour shows. But it's not been an easy ride. You know, the hustle of creating content that is appropriate, creating content that suits my age, that speaks about my journey, and also juggling the responsibilities of motherhood, of being a wife, of cracking appropriate jokes. So it's a lot of hours that's gone into honing my content. To be confident, one has never faced the camera before, one has never faced an audience, and to learn and fumble and bumble my way through, and that's how I've reached where I am today, and that's been my journey. Thank you. So recently I started doing stand-up comedy, guys. A close friend of mine watched my shows, comes up one day and asks me very curiously, Purnima, aren't you scared? Aren't you worried when you go up on stage? What if people don't react? They don't respond to your jokes? I said, what, me? And worried and scared about people not reacting and responding? Hello, I'm married. I have a husband and 2 grown-ass daughters. Response, reply, what's that? You know, that's not been a problem at all. So guys, I'm Purnima Datta Toprani. And as she mentioned, I have a double degree in English and law, but I have my PhD in marriage and motherhood. Yeah, it's been donkey's years. And you know, in this country, one hears about man ki baat. है ना? Where is the woman ki baat? Forget the mom ki baat. वो तो बहुत ही दूर है. You guys hear of the Aam Aadmi Party? Where is the Aam Aurat Party? Kya Aam Aurat is just making aam achar, aam murabba and aam panna? Nahi na. We also are partying, man. I mean, today's woman is not just making tea, she's also playing the T20. So it's all changed today in the Indian scenario. And then when I saw that it was essentially the men who were doing stand-up comedy, they had their 1-hour specials, and I was thinking, where is the Aam Aurat ki voice, especially in a stand-up comedy scene? Hana, when you talk of ma, mother, amma in India, it's always sentimental. Ma, matlab, it's such a loaded, serious tone. Like she has to be all good, all white, nothing wrong. But today's woman, today's mother has got a technical color character, you know. You don't want to be slaughtered. And then the music in the background will be violent, sentimental, ma, Meri ma. But where is the humor and the comedy and the fun? I mean, there are masti wale moms, yaar. So I said, I want to give that voice in stand-up comedy. And that's how I plunged into it. Because you see, today's woman cannot be slaughtered. You know, you don't want to always be the Devi. We are the divas today. We're doing so many fun things, right? Whether you're handling your corporate job, you come back in the evening to the family, you attend a puja part, and then you slip into an LBD, maybe even go clubbing with your friends. So why we're not one dimension, we're multi-dimension. And the fun in our lives is never spoken about. You always have to be a good mother. You know, that is what will people say. But no, we have our imperfections, and therein lies the fun. So when I announced to my family that I want to do stand-up comedy, all hell broke loose. And my daughters, oh my God, they were like, Mom, yaar, why at this age? I said, come on, yaar, if Rahul Baba can do stand-up comedy, why not me? Crazy, man. So it's been a fun ride, guys. It's not been easy because people tell me, of course, when I tell them I'm doing stand-up comedy, it's either, wow, amazing, man, at your age, or some relatives will come and say, but Purnima, you've got 2 grown-up daughters, yeah? You know, unki shaadi honi hai, you're going up on stage and cracking jokes. You know, aren't you bothered? So there are a lot of perceptions that one has to tackle. So I wanted to burst so many myths about it. And as my daughters once told me, there's something called an anti-bucket list. Have you guys heard about it? You know, an anti-bucket list are the things that one shouldn't do. So I realized it should actually be called an auntie bucket list. Because, you know, all these people who call us, you know, ye auntie, actually there are certain things that we should just not do, not bother doing, or just outsource and delegate. And we should focus on doing things that matter in our lives. Focus on things that we are passionate about. And that's exactly what I did, you know. So when my girls and family tripped about me getting into stand-up comedy, it really got my creative juices flowing. I said, if the men can talk 1 hour about their lives being husband and sons and whatever, I said, I have so much masala, yaar, so much content. Main to tadka maar ke I can also speak. And why should the men have all the fun? Right? We women too. See, when we meet in a kitty party, don't we all bitch and talk about all fun things? So why is that segment never represented? So going down that road, I thought I should get into this, and then I realized that, you know, for me, at this age, walking into a home decor, ooh, the excitement that comes with buying cushion covers, window curtains, changing the tapestry, and the happy hours. Happy hours is when there's nobody at home, no husband, no kids, and the remote control is in my hands, right? That's absolutely cool. So when my dear friend Ritu, she comes and asks me that, hey, Purnima, how come you found comedy at this age, at such a late stage? How did you find this talent? I said, yeah, Ritu, itne saal, sabke ghar mein moje dhoondte, I found my mojo. That's been my time, guys. I hope you had fun. Thank you so much, the Tribal Box, for having me over. Thank you.
Up next, we have a really cool Desi with Desi phenomenon for you people. She was born and raised in America till the age of 21, where she studied Western classical music. And at 21, when most people are frantically and furiously trying to get their bums across to America, she actually came back to India and studied classical Indian music for 10 years. And today, she practices informed improvisation, which decoded is pretty much jazz. And I cannot wait to welcome onto stage our next performer, the very lovely Meera, everyone. Put your hands together.
Hi, I'm Meera. Yes, like she mentioned, I started out learning Western classical music and then found Indian classical music. And I think all through my life, music has been calling to me, but I've been answering in different ways. Sometimes I listen to it and I go to it, and sometimes I don't, and sometimes I didn't. Started becoming friends with music. So that's what my journey has been about, kind of just listening, learning, and growing through music. I feel like I use music as my own therapy, so it's selfish for me to make a career out of music, because all I want to be doing is singing all day and making music with other people all day. And in terms of hustle, I feel like I have been unintentionally hustling through my life. Because when I was like 10, 12, when you're learning the keyboard, I would just sit at that light up keyboard that we had, that old, and I would sit there for like 3 hours and I wouldn't even notice. I would just, 3-4 hours, I'd be like, I'm kind of hungry, and let me see what time it is. Oh, it's dark outside, you know? So that kind of thing. And so I feel like I'm used to it now, of even if the work weeks are crazy, you have a 7 a.m. sound check, and then the next day you have to travel 4 hours for a gig, and then lug around all the equipment and stuff. It doesn't seem tiring still. Of course, physically tiring, but the next morning you still want to get up and do your riyaz. So I haven't lost that still, and it's nice. I feel like that hustle has been a little ingrained in my life, thankfully, and I've been supported by my Guruji, also Shri Vikas Parikh ji, who has really, really helped me kind of bring that music into the everyday. And all of my teachers, all of the collaborators that I work with have kind of helped me with that hustle and passion. Yeah. So I love writing my own songs, and this is a song that I wrote called Mango Milkshake. I wrote it after seeing this lovely mango milkshake, a photo of a mango milkshake. It wasn't even real, but it was so good that even through the photo I could taste it. I could see this scene of two people at this table, and this mango milkshake is between them, and there's 2 straws going out, and this whole scene. So that's what this is about. You got me feeling like a mango milkshake. I want to spend the afternoon with my lips close to you. Whipping cream upon your cheek. You got me feeling oh so weak in the knees. It's mango season, the season of love. I've got no reason, but I think you're the one. Mango season, season of love. I've got no reason, but I think you're the one. Mango. This part is actually a part where you have to sing along. It's really easy. Mango. Mango, yeah. Again. Mango. So melodious. Mango. Very nice. One last time for good measure. Mango. Great. thanks to the Tribal Box. And that song is called Mango Milkshake. You can find it on Spotify and Apple Music and all those. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Koshani. Thank you, all of you guys.
After that, we're going to move on to our next segment that is going to have you holding your sides with laughter, our stand-up comedy segment. This stand-up comedy segment is going to be started off by the very talented, vivacious and gorgeous, and my friend, Surbi Vanzara, who has just finished her 1-hour special called Gold Digger. She performed on the 26th of January and will at venues close to you, so do go buy a ticket for that. But right now, she's going to come make us laugh and tell us a little bit about her hustle and her passion. Please put your hands together for the wonderful Surbi Vanzara, everybody.
Hi. Thank you so much. Wow, this is very overwhelming because normally मैं आकर अपना set करती हूँ, but यहाँ I'm talking about my hustle and like कभी किसी ने इससे पहले पूछा ही नहीं है यार. And thank you, the Tribal Box, for giving me this platform to tell my story, which I hope 2 people at least after listening to this will care about, you know. So I used to be a television actor, okay, which means I reported to work every day and they gave me a character. They gave me the clothes that I was supposed to wear. They gave me the lines that I was supposed to speak and they gave me money for it, okay. And they gave me a lot of love. Till the show was on air, and then the show would go off air, and then they gave me "we don't care about you" kind of a thing, you know, like nobody cares about you kind of a thing. And ये जब बार-बार होता है, एक show खत्म होता है, and then you have that period of insecurity, what next? And there's something inside you which tells you, what about you? Because television actors are known for their characters. Nobody has the time to know the person behind the character, behind the actor. And I started doing open mics. I started doing, because I wanted to have my own voice. So here I am. Nobody gives me money. I take it from my husband. So yeah, he gives me money. So he gives me money, but nobody's paying me. So I don't have any money, but I have a voice and I have this hustle inside me to make it louder and clearer and funnier every day. क्योंकि यार कभी ना कभी कोई तो सुनेगा और अगर सुनेगा तो समझेगा और नहीं समझेगा तो घर जाएगा. Like something like that, you know. Huh? Hi, I'm an artist, I established before. But don't worry about me. My backup plan is foolproof. I'm married to a rich Gujarati man. Okay? That's how I'm able to do this, you know, because nobody's paying me in a hurry. He pays me to be his wife, you know. And he pays me to get out of the house for a couple of hours. कि ये लो cab का पैसा, you know, और जाओ कहीं हो आओ, you know, जाओ थोड़े time के लिए. When a woman is married to a rich man, she's called a gold digger. Yes, yeah, a gold digger. Yeah, I take it as a compliment because I'm a professional gold digger. Yeah. What is the definition of profession? आप काम करते हो, आपको पैसे मिलते हैं. Hopefully, don't get conscious. Okay, hopefully, I'm assuming. Okay, कि आप काम करते हो, आपको पैसे मिलते हैं. Same. Okay, मैं काम करती हूँ, मुझे पैसे मिलते हैं. You know, the difference is कि आप रोज़ घर से बाहर निकलते हो, कहीं जाते हो, अपने ऑफिस पहुँचते हो, अपने बॉस का मस्का पालिश करते हो. मेरी बॉस मेरे घर में है. सास बास. मुझे सेम सास का मस्का पालिश करना पड़ता है रोज. You know, it's nice. It's familiar territory now. You know, at least the bread that she eats every day likes me now. You know, I'll get to the sass in some time. You know, yeah. मुझे बहुत पैसे मिलने वाले एक दिन. बहुत. You know, there are 2000 HUL shares जो मेरे नाम पे कहीं पड़े हुए हैं, जो मेरे गुड परफॉर्मेंस के लिए आएंगे मेरे अकाउंट में. मेरा भी एक दिन डीमैट अकाउंट होगा. You understand डीमैट अकाउंट, poor people? होता है, अमीरों का एक थिंग होता है, यू नो. लोग मुझसे कहते हैं, ओहो आप इतनी अमीर हो तो आप स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी क्यों कर रहे हो? मैं कहती हूँ आप गरीब हो, आप मुझसे बात क्यों कर रहे हो? You know? Yeah, I make fun of poor people. I can, because the first half of my life I was very, very poor, yes. That deserves an applause, no? Don't feel sad for me, because मैं गरीब थी. आज पे concentrate करो, आज मैं अमीर हूँ. Yeah. So, both my parents are teachers, which means we were growing up, we were very, very, Garib. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Very garib. Teachers are the worst kind of poor. Okay? They are proudly poor. They are happily poor. They are like, we are changing the future of the country poor. You know? ये दोनों खालिस गरीब. You know? I mean, totally like, wow. Like that, you know. But because they were teachers, they could put me in this really posh school in Khar. You know, where all the girls, they roll their R's. It was always like, how are you today? How are you? Are you all right? Are you all right? Subi, are you? Yeah, अमीरों को क्यों ऐसा लगता है कि इनको गरीबों को रोज पूछना चाहिए कि are you all right? Are you all right? Are you doing anything about it? By asking me, no, I'm not all right. Huh? R. They used to roll their R's, you know. So even before I learned A, B, C, D, I learned how to do this. Roar, roar, you know. Yeah. My mother's from Maharashtra and my father's from Bihar. And at this point, I'm from a convent. Okay? So मैं 6th में थी और मैं घर गई एक दिन और I'm like, Papa, when are we going for a vacation to Bihar? And he's like, ई का बोली? हाँ? हमरे बिहार में कितना ठोर लगा दिए तुम, हैं? He thought कि मेरी मम्मी ने सिखाया है, you know. तो they're like, महाराष्ट्र बोले बेटा, महाराष्ट्र, because Maharashtra has 2 R's, you know. So I was like, Maharashtra. आमची माती, आमची माणसे. नवराई तुझ्या Alachi, Alachira. That's the kind of Marathi I understand. You know, the Marathi that's grown in London. You know? Yeah. So my mother's from Maharashtra, my father's from Bihar, and I'm married to a Gujarati man from Gujarat. It's a great time to be married to a Gujarati man. I mean, apart from the money and everything, I mean, they're ruling, really. I mean, you know that, right? It's a great time to be married to a Gujarati man. इनका swag ही नहीं खत्म हो रहा. इनको लगता है कि वो हमारे काका ही तो हैं. You know, मेरे काका in law. You know, I love Modi ji. Yeah, we are almost related. Yeah. So I'm a Mumbai-ची मुलगी married to a Gujarati man from Gujarat. वो आया border cross करके दारू की तलाश में. Okay? उसने बॉटल देखी मेरे हाथ में. You know? It was a match made in heaven. So heaven is the name of the nightclub where we met. You know? Yeah, expensive place. Expensive place. So, but you know, rich men can get in anywhere. You know, and heaven is just a place filled with rich men's wives. आपने वो सुना है कुछ दिन तो गुजारो गुजरात में, हाँ? बच्चन साहब, हाँ? I'm sure Bachchan Saab has never been to Gujarat. He has recorded this in an air-conditioned voicing studio. मेरा ससुराल है गुजरात में. मैं बताती हूँ कौन से दिन गुजारने गुजरात में. Okay? 15 December to 15 Jan बस, वरना इतनी गर्मी होती है गुजरात में, गुजर जाओगे गुजरात में. इसीलिए वो ड्राई स्टेट था. You know? Because अगर अल्कोहल लेके पेट में आप निकले धूप में, आप कंबस्ट हो जाओगे. You know that phrase lit? Okay, you would be lit. You know? See, it's not fair that I'm just making fun of Gujarat, right? So in the spirit of being politically correct, if Mr. Bachchan was to do this ad for Bihar, he'd be like, कुछ दिन तो गुजारो बिहार में. और फिर वो म्यूचुअल फंड्स के बाद आता है ना, स्पेंडिंग टाइम इन बिहार इज सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क. प्लीज रीड द ऑफर डॉक्यूमेंट केयरफुली, वरना मर ही जाओगे बिहार में. You know? Thank you guys. You guys have been an amazing audience. People can have together.
Yeah, so now moving on to our next guest. You know, most men are obsessed with cricket, but this person takes it to a whole other level. He looks forward to Mondays because he loves his cricket-related 1 million jobs so very much. I've been speaking to him, and it's hard for me to even learn by heart the 50 million cricket-related things that he does. But he loves it so much that I'm sure you're going to want to hear it from him. And he's going to show it to you in this very artistic manner, in this with the help of pictures, in a style that is Japanese and called Picha Kucha. Everyone put your hands together for our next guest, Mikhail Vaswani.
Thank you, Pooja Ruparel, for that lovely introduction. Thank you, TTB, for giving us this platform, which serves as the perfect spring road to our aspirations. I must admit that being over here and standing and speaking to a wide audience does certainly become a little overwhelming. But when I look back at my journey, I really want to share it with you all because I've really enjoyed every bit of it because it's filled with hustle and passion. Just the tagline that sums up our evening today as well. I quite like that as well. Skill meets stage. It's so important to add all these qualities to our repertoire. Just about brings out the best version of you. Now, people keep asking me, what do you do? And I'm at that stage of life where I tell them I'm a little bit of everything rolled into one, so I'm like a burrito. Because I've practically dabbled between hundreds of verticals under cricket, only to make sure I remain very close to the sport. That's because I never felt I could do anything outside of it. I felt I was very incompetent in everything else but cricket. God has been kind, my parents have been supportive, and I've never really given up. And that's why I've had the opportunity and the privilege of just about doing everything and anything with cricket. Today's Picha Kucha of mine will largely sum up my journey, the way it started and where I am at this point of my life. And it's been very enriching, fulfilling and satisfying as well. Needless to say that it is not over yet, and maybe at this stage of my life it's just about getting started. So without wasting much time, I would like to just about begin with all the slides. And we'll just go back to the first slide. Yeah, that's it. Every Indian boy today has played cricket and dreamt of playing for India. Just another under 13 boy had the opportunity to travel to the Australian Cricket Academy under Wayne Phillips here, training with the late Rodney Marsh as well. I played so much of cricket. I practiced so hard. One day a teacher asked me, what do you want to do? I said, madam, I want to play for India. That's how the dream started. The hustle started there and then, because once you dream to do something big, you have to work towards it. Morning timings, evening timings, practice in the morning for 4 hours, have lunch, sleep for 1 hour, go in the evening and again play. I grew up in a small, wonderful place called Mangalore in coastal Karnataka. So, you know, I practically had a lot of simplicity in everything that I did. So this was one opportunity where I played and everybody told you have great cricketing skills. I guess you can make it to the next level. So from the under 13s, I decided to just pursue, go relentless in my push to play the bigger stage. Then I get to represent Karnataka in the state under 13s, play for university, captain college. I'm with a very good team, things going really well. I feel okay. The focus is very pure. The focus is strong. So I'm just about heading in the right direction as well. So this is with one of my teams where I'm practically, making it to the higher levels of cricket. But the roadblock does come. You have injuries. Then you come at the crossroad of life where you decide, should I actually give cricket a go or should I look at career? Because, we come from families where you have to make a decision at one stage in life, at one point in life. And that's when I realized maybe I'm not right up there to go out there and pursue a professional cricket career or become a professional cricketer. But the point is I wanted to remain somewhere around cricket. I did my BSc in computers thinking I'll do MCA, but I realized I could not even, solve a C+ program. So I said, what do I do? So I played so much of cricket that when I used to get out early and come back to my pavilion, I would hold the bat upside down. And I would start commentating about the match that was happening over there. So my friends would tell me, you're doing better sitting over here than playing in the middle. So why can't you think of a career around this domain? So that's when I realized I need to plan getting into, journalism or commentating. And that's when I moved into channels. I started my career with NDTV News. They picked me up from campus. Then I got into Z as well. Then I moved to Times Now. Here, I remember this was a crazy hustle. I was not getting a job. I had to literally go down on my knees, tell the editor-in-chief, give me an opportunity. I won't disappoint you. And he says, I'll give you an opportunity, but I won't give you money. Are you ready for it? I'm like, I'm ready for it, but I need to be on TV, I told him. Give me a chance to paste myself on television because I need to show what I have. He says, okay, I'll give you that opportunity. So, these are moments that practically define that every way there was something changing. There was something so unpredictable that I really couldn't relax to actually find some kind of stability. The media industry does come with a bag full of, I would say, inconsistencies where you really don't know what's happening. If I can just go back to the previous slide, that picture was taking me as the journalist. I was covering the India-Sri Lanka Test Series in Galle in Sri Lanka, and this is my camera person, and we had to cover the entire Test Series. I was pretty excited. My first overseas tour as a journalist. I traveled with the Indian cricket team. That time, if you remember, there was somebody called Ajanta Mendis who was troubling Sehwag, Sachin, all of them, and I was staying in the same hotel as the Indian cricket team, so I was feeling like, wow, I have finally made it. This is my homecoming. This is my calling. Here I am. Whatever said and done. Few months into this, I get into a confrontation with my boss and I decide I have to move out because the growth is not happening over here. And I'm like, man, when will I find that kind of stability where I'll practically, be on television? So then I gave 5 interviews to get this job. 5 interviews were like, trust me, I have never given such interviews. After the 3rd one, I thought I'm giving up because I had a bad one. They called me for the 4th, called me for the 5th, and then I got the role of a primetime presenter on Neo Cricket. That's a privilege. You get a dedicated 1-hour show. You are the face of the channel, and you are doing live shows non-stop. This was a very famous show that I did on television called Dial C for Cricket. Very popular call-in show with former cricketers coming in. So it was literally, a cult show that grabbed everyone's attention. Everything looking good. I'm enjoying. I'm actually in my hot seat, should I say, asking the tough questions. I have my cushion around me and everything's going good. My channel shuts down. My channel shuts down and they tell me, you need to move out, buddy, because there's nothing left. And I'm like, man, just when I started finding everything going my way, 5 years into the channel, senior presenter, things going good, prime time, cricketers calling me saying, you're doing a great job. Can you talk about me on your show? Can you share my stats on television? Because this was a real show. No fear, no favor. We got things right. We got the facts out. No fabrication of facts. And that's how we did the show. And it was really popular. But again, once that happened, I said, okay, now what? So for 2.5 years, I didn't have a job. As simple as that. Because for someone who was on TV for 5 years and then absolutely finding nothing to do, I gave three auditions for IPL. It didn't go through. I gave around 3-4 auditions for another top sports channel. They called me, but they didn't take me. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. I understand, these things happen. So what do? 2.5 years, my dad's got a job. He's retired and he's found a job somewhere. Every morning he sets out and I'm at home waking up at my own time thinking, what next? So that's when I stumbled upon a cricket academy. I said, cricket has been my passion. I have to do something around it. And that's when I started nurturing kids. I said, see, listen, I have done this before. And as a student, I have been sitting over here. And now let me open something where I can give back. I have to get going with cricket. I opened my first cricket academy called the CrickFit Academy. And this is me with my coach. I always talk about, great examples and great anecdotes because I've spent so much time with Indian cricketers that their stories work as inspiration for these little kids. So I feel wherever I can make an impact, I'm more than happy. So I completely embraced. I had to let go of broadcast journalism. I had to let go of commentating. I had to let go of presenting because the opportunities were far and few. But what I was happy about is that I'm back with cricket, I'm close to cricket, and I'm doing something around cricket. And I say the closest to God is kids. When you spend time with them, it's pure. And that's where I started gaining a lot of comfort and a lot of confidence, that I'm back in the groove. So this is me getting back to coaching as well. I started reading up, and I do know cricket because I played for 18 years. But for me, just about being with the little kids and teaching them the basics of cricket, which came very naturally to me, was superb. Should I say one more thing, that today I've nurtured a kid for the last 6 years who's been staying with me in my office, who's ready for IPL, MPL standards. He's been my student I've mentored. I've taken care of him. His parents stay in Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh. He's left his parents. He stays with me. He's a kid that I'm preparing. I've got him into the top clubs right now to practice. And I keep telling him that I live my dream in your life today. So you don't... So I keep going with my kids for all their matches because they look at me as, say, a father figure, a mentor. They know I'm a blue tick on Instagram. They try to impress me. They know I commentate. They know I have a good connect with cricketers. So I keep telling them, whoever performs well, you'll feature on my Instagram story. I'll make you popular. These are the small incentives. I give pep talks. I follow them. Most of them, I know, this is a very old photo. These kids have all graduated. That little boy over there is making big waves. But it's happy that, everybody's doing something. And I keep telling my students, I don't want you to become good cricketers. If you take sport seriously, you'll be good human beings. That's the key. Because when I embraced cricket, I was so dedicated and focused that I would sleep early. I would never go for late night parties, no smoking, no drinking. If you take it seriously. And I keep telling them that you take it seriously, things will fall in place. Yeah, so this is with my kids. Then I started organizing big cricket leagues for junior cricketers, under 13, under 16, under 19. Now, this is Sonu Sood. He saw I spelled out my entire plan to him, and he came as a chief guest and told, I'm backing you all through, and you just do it. I'll come and, flag off your tournament, and you can do it with my name. So we had Sonu Sood everywhere. This is me standing in the introduction happening. We're giving him a guard of honor and all of that. And what we did was, in this tournament, I did have the support of a few people. We had under 19 girls as well. This tournament for under 19 girls was completely free. My point was, girls get lesser opportunities in cricket. Now, of course, it has increased with WPL coming along. It's been brilliant. BCCI throwing its weight behind cricket. Women's cricket is growing. I got day-night matches, colored clothing, white ball cricket for girl cricketers under 19, completely free, no registration, nothing. Just come play. So Sonu liked the idea and he said, this is brilliant, and keep doing it. We did 3 seasons of Cricket Premier League. During COVID times, we took it to Nasik as well. We brought it back to Mumbai. It was hustle. See, you got to believe me. Academy, then anchoring, and then cricket leagues, shifting grounds, shifting venues. It's been great. So one day what happened is, a tournament was happening in Oman. So I used to give lectures as well when I was in Neo Cricket. I used to go to colleges and give lectures. So they were the student of mine. And he was in huge admiration of what I used to do. He went on to head Oman Cricket, the administration part. So there was a tournament happening in Oman, and he told, I would like to call one gentleman as a commentator because I know him from many years. So the last time I went on TV was in 2013 when my channel shut down. In 2021, he called me to Oman as a commentator host. So it was like, a complete homecoming and, a complete deja vu feeling. And I felt nice. I got an opportunity to commentate in Oman cricket for their domestic league. And the moment I started that, I started getting inquiries from the International Cricket Council for associate cricket as well. Here I'm commentating and hosting the ICC Women's T20 World Cup qualifiers in Abu Dhabi at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium. I had the privilege to now associate myself with ICC events. That was a very, very big moment for me because when you are a broadcaster, you want to do that. So I just about realized over a period of time how much goodwill works, how much being true to situations and people work as well. So this is exactly what I was. And then I got to do the Afghanistan versus, that's Rashid Khan, if you can see, captain of Afghanistan versus UAE captain CP Rizwan. I started doing ICC bigger events for associate countries and, commentating for the bigger events. I mean, I'm looking forward to the top league commentary stints as well. And I'm in talks with a lot of big boards at the same time. But I've been associated with around 8 to 10 international cricket boards today, offering them a lot of solutions. Commentary is one side to it. I'm doing a lot around that. So this is me at the toss. And I just enjoy being on TV and enjoy expressing myself and talking cricket. Walk cricket, talk cricket, that whole line that happens. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I guess have you done with the slides or there's anything else after this? This is it, right? Yeah, so I guess the journey has just been as simple. I've just stayed true to what I love, that's about it. And I'm glad and lucky that I've had this whole lot of opportunity and blessings by God to give me something that I really, really like doing. As I mentioned some time back that things change, so hang in there, if you really can't give up. And my story has been one filled with a lot of patience and resilience. Some days you wake up and you feel you're stripped of all medals and nothing that you have. But that same morning changes and you could be on the pedestal as well, right on top. So for me, it's practically been a story where hustle has been synonymous with my existence. But in all of it, I have found one thing, and that has been a lot of inspiration mixed with a little bit of desperation as well. Well, that's been my story. Thank you, TTB, for having me. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Now we open the floor to questions from the audience. You finally get a chance to ask the brilliance over here what's on your mind. Can we please start with our first question? Yes, sir. You. What would you like to ask?
How do you always smile?
So the first question asked was, how does Sairaj manage to smile all the time? Sairaj, would you please tell us?
Because for me, every situation I look at in this way, it's an opportunity for me to evolve. So that way it's making me smile.
We love the secret to your smile, Sairaj. Thank you. And our second question is from the audience. Yes, sir. What is your question?
My question is to Bani.
To Bani.
Hi, Bani.
Hi.
Well, so how is this different from magic?
How is this different from magic?
Okay, the magic what people think is कि अरे टोपी के अंदर से कबूतर निकाल दिया and मुंह के अंदर से सब बड़ा पेपर का रोप निकाल दिया and stuff. But what I do is completely different. And the thing is कि magic is all about tricks and illusions. But my magic is all about science, spirituality, and it's a God gift. And I thank the Uparwala for sprinkling his magic over me.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Talk about that level of maturity at this age. We're really great that the nation is in very safe hands. Really. This is good stuff. And now the third question for the brilliant people here is from the audience. And the question is, yes, ma'am. हाँ जी. पूर्णिमा जी के लिए. How do you tackle the log kya kahenge situation, Purnima ji?
So, as I told you all, I have 2 grown-up daughters. And I have learned from this generation, hashtag YOLO, hashtag FOMO, hashtag Zindagi na mile dobara. And as the popular song goes, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे.
Yes, our music of our times has trained us well.
लोगों का काम है कहना. So that's
छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत न जाए रहना. Oh wow, Purnima ji, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
And our next question is, yes, ma'am, please. What do you do for inspiration, Meera?
It sounds very cheesy, but I'm never out of inspiration. Like, I'm always inspired. I have like so many small diaries. I always keep a diary with me in my purse. So every time I'm inspired, I write it down.
Nice.
My phone storage is always full because every time I'm inspired by an idea, I record it. So I find it difficult not to be inspired. Sometimes I can't sleep. Like people know, as creatives, you have this idea and you can't sleep. So your question was, how do you get inspired? I don't know. I'm always inspired. I feel like I'm lucky.
It's a very honest from the heart answer. Thank you. And our next question is from the audience for... Yes, ma'am.
My question is to Sue. I wanted to understand what was the transition like for you from fame to open mic?
The question is for Surabhi. What was your transition like from fame to open mics? Okay.
So you're asking me what was the feeling like from fame to open mics? Yeah, I'm very valid. Yes, I just pretended like nobody recognizes me. Every time somebody gave me that look of recognition, I pretended like tu kaun main khamakha. It was always like that because people, some people recognize you in a good way and they are like, कि wow, we've seen you on television, and some are like कि अच्छा काम नहीं मिल रहा है इसको अभी ये यहाँ आ गई है यहाँ रायता फैलाएगी. So I just kind of the horse wears these blinkers. Well, that's my strategy. I just concentrate on what I'm doing because because everything else is just white noise. So That's how I'm dealing with it. And slowly but surely, my fame is every year getting lesser. So that's helping. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for that candid
I got it
answer.
off my chest. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that candid, very honest answer. Thank you, Surbi. And our next question is, yes, sir. हाँ जी. आप किस तरह से इतने डिटर्मिन्ड रहते हो नवीन जी? रियली दिस इज समथिंग वी नीड टू नो.
जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी मेंशन किया कि इतनी बड़ी दुनिया में ईश्वर ने मुझे इस काम के लिए चुना है, तो ये मुझे करना ही है. और म्यूज़िक में जो बेला बहार और तबला है, ये मेरे लिए वेल्थ कमाने का ज़रिया नहीं है. ये मेरे लिए एक दूसरी सांसें हैं. मतलब उसके ज़रिए मैं, ये मेरी आत्मा का एक पोषण है जिसको बोल सकते हैं. और एक और बात है कि पिछले साल मेरी माताजी चली गई, तो उन्होंने मुझे ये कहा था कि बेटा मेरे जाने का वक्त नज़दीक है. तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लग रहा था, तो मैं उनको बोल रहा था कि मम्मी तू नहीं रहेगी तो मैं भी नहीं जीऊँगा. तो मेरी माँ ने कहा कि बेटा नहीं, तुझे तो और जीना है, तूने इतनी 30-35 साल मेहनत की है, तो तुझे इस बेला बहार को और अपने कला को और दुनिया तक पहुँचाना है. तो जो मेरी मम्मी का जो सपना है उसको भी मैं पूरा करूँगा. और एक और बात है कि हम लोग आर्टिस्ट लोग रहते हैं, अपनी कला को दिखाने के लिए बहुत लोगों से मिलते हैं, और वहाँ पर वो लोग हमें एंटरटेन नहीं करते और कुछ बुरा व्यवहार कर देते हैं. तो ये भी है कि मैं उनको भी दिखाना चाहता हूँ कि दुनिया बहुत बड़ी है और ईश्वर देर है अंधेर नहीं है. और इस म्यूज़िक को मैं किसी भी हालत में, बेला बहार और तबला को मैं कंटिन्यू रखूँगा जब तक जान है. और जब ताकत नहीं रहेगी तब मैं इस विद्या को और लोगों तक फैलाऊंगा, बच्चों को सिखाऊंगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू वेरी मच नवीन जी. इस डिटर्मिनेशन से ईश्वर हम सबको ब्लेस करे, दुनिया ही बदल जाती है अगर आप जैसी डिटर्मिनेशन हम सब में होती.
Thank you very much.
so much. And one final question we have. Yes, sir. So, the next question is for Mikhail. What has been your biggest learning in your career so far that has spanned so many great achievements?
Firstly, thank you for that question and thank you for putting it across. And I'm majorly impacted by one line by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, which I keep listening to it and it never gets old to me. He says, "Jab tak jeevan hai, tab tak sangharsh hai." You know, that line has pretty much stayed in me. And I feel we've embraced hustle the day we've taken birth. Never settle is what I realize, and you've got to keep going. So that's the only thing that keeps me going, at least. So whenever I talk to my kids in my academy as well, I say, don't relax, don't get into your comfort zone. Push the limits, you never know. Hang in there, things will change.
Thank you so much. We really need to go to bed with that philosophy and wake up enriched by it. Thank you everybody for sharing your heart, your soul, your talent and your time with us. We're so honored and so blessed to have you in our midst. Even though this evening has left us with a lot of emotions, we're going to try to make their life harder for one last time by describing this very large experience in one word. And we'll start with you. Please, Naveenji, tell us in one word.
One word is very difficult for this experience, but I would get permission to use 2 words. It's awakening and enlightenment.
Thank you, Ji.
Well, I take a cue from Naveen ji as well. We'll not do justice to this concept and platform in one word, but since it is, for me, it's been exhilarating.
Thank you, Mikhail.
I think supportive is the word I would use. Feel very understood and yeah.
Thank you, Meera.
Inspiring.
Thank you, Purnima.
So I've got 2 words, technically. I've been overwhelmed the entire time that I was here. This has been all heart.
Yay.
That's what I would say, all heart.
Thank you, Surabhi.
For me, it would be asli vibe.
Woo! That's what the rapper has to say.
For me, it would be enriching one because I met some experienced people and I'm taking back a lot of memories with me. So thank you.
Thank you, cutest one. I really look forward to the world in which such amazing kids get to be so cool. Wow, thank you everybody for your participation, for your love and your passion and hustle. Wasn't that a sumptuous evening? It leaves your heart full and your head buzzing with the possibilities of what is to come. Thank you so much, TTB Offline, brought to you by the Tribal Box. You can follow us on Instagram under the title The Tribal Box and wind up in person for the next edition, which is going to be on the 16th of March, which is not far away at all. So please get your creative juices flowing and reach out to the team. Do not forget to follow us on social media. We go by the name The Tribal Box.